How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff, not just Jujutsu Kaisen. We cover plenty of manga on the channel, so stick around, check it out, see if anything else catches your interest. And getting into the topic of the video, we gotta talk about Panda a little bit. We're getting into the Culling games more and more now, and we know Panda's gonna be involved, but we haven't seen a whole lot of really high-level stuff from Panda. We didn't get to see a ton from him in the Shibuya incident. He was kind of running around with Kusakabe, who was just kind of trying to mislead Panda so they didn't have to do anything the entire time. And then you look back at the fight with Mechamaru, and you're like, yeah, that was a pretty good fight, but you realize, well, one, Mechamaru was, well, or Kokichi Muda, however you want to refer to him, that was definitely not their full capabilities. And you also have to remember with Panda that we still haven't seen that third core, so we haven't seen all of Panda's capabilities either. So yeah, we can say for a fact that he is stronger than we can really give him credit for because we don't actually know his full strength. But at the same time, I haven't seen those peaks from Panda that I've seen from Yuji and Megami with learning domain expansion, even if it isn't fully mastered yet. Maki in the most recent little mini arc before the Culling games. Those were some pretty high peaks when it came to strength. Panda hasn't really shown me things of that level, but I also can't rule them out. And yeah, this raises a lot of questions for me because, like I said, we're getting into the Culling games more and more now. And on top of this, we've started to notice that there are some very high level people walking around the Culling games. Even people that have only had a curse technique for a few weeks are pulling out things like domain expansions. We got some high-level people and some high-level stuff going on here. I've never really seen Panda go one-on-one with somebody who uses domain expansion or reverse cursed energy. I'm kind of curious as to how that is going to go. I'm also really curious about Panda in the Culling games, not only for his strength, but also because, well, let's remember the fact that him and Maki might be two pretty unique people that are almost immune or entirely immune to the effects of cursed technique removal. Because, well, we've kind of gone over this and theorized that it has to do something with your brain, and it has to do something with your cursed energy. Maki not having cursed energy, and Panda not having a, biological brain in his head to, affect. Yeah, he's kind of important in a side aspect. Maybe. I don't know if we're really going to build upon that. I assume we kind of have to if we drew attention to it, but maybe not. Quick question for the comments. Do you see us getting all the way through the Culling games without knowing Panda's third core or third form, whatever you want to call it? I personally don't think there is. I think Panda's going to have to get to a point in this arc where he has to pull that out. I don't know how he's squeaking by without getting into any high-level fights that involve going past his gorilla form. I mean, we're getting into like the late game of the series. This is not going to be a 1,000-chapter series like One Piece. So yeah, sooner or later we're gonna have to get into this stuff. If we went this entire series without seeing that final, I don't want to say final form, but that third form, that third core, I would be so disappointed. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm sure Akutami will make sure it gets in there. And yeah, honestly, I think we're probably going to see it here in the Culling games. I think we're starting to get enough high-level opponents that we can finally push Panda to get to that point. We also don't have a ton of allies on our side. We have a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of colonies to take care of, a lot of stuff going on. Not that many people helping out. So yeah, Panda's really going to have to pull weight just like everybody else does in this arc. And yeah, I assume we're going to see that third form. But what do you guys think that third form is? We know that the Panda form is kind of more of a balanced form. The gorilla form is like the heavy, like powerful form with the like unblockable drum and stuff like that. Speed form, I'd be kind of okay with that. I like speedy things. I like speedy characters. I want to say cheetah form, but I also know that cheetahs aren't actually that impressive animals in real life. Like, yeah, they're fast, but yeah, they're not really that impressive when you really start looking at everything. I don't know, maybe a cat form of some type, something, maybe not even just like speed directly, but agility rather than power. You could do like a leopard, lion, tiger, all kinds of stuff. Like, it'd still be strong, but agile and fast. I don't know, I'd be okay with it. So yeah, either way, I think Panda's definitely going to be stronger than a lot of people give him credit for. One, because it's not that the third form has to be that much stronger than the other two, but you have to put in a lot of work to get through Panda's two forms because or 2 cores because he is, I mean, pretty durable compared to a lot of people. He has that big bulky form, and he doesn't have all these internal organs that can take damage and all this kind of stuff. Panda is just a sturdy being, because that's what he is. He's a being. What is the technical term? I can't remember what the technical term is. You got to put in a lot of work to get through all of these different cores. So even if that third core isn't quite as good for dealing damage or one-on-one combat as maybe the gorilla form is, well, that's okay, because whoever's finally gotten to that third core is probably pretty tired at this point. They've probably taken some damage themselves, and you have a whole nother core to go through before you can actually put Panda down. It's basically an endurance test for whoever's fighting Panda. But yeah, I really hope we get to see more from him. But with all that being said, let's kind of try and guess where we might put Panda real quick before we wrap all this up. At least in the realm of his peers, of the students of Tokyo Jujutsu High. Definitely not topping out Yuji. Definitely not topping out Maki after the most recent little, yeah, okay. Megami, Domain Expansion, I'd say Megami could probably beat Panda. Inumaki. Now, especially Inumaki's like lost an arm and all kinds of crap. So yeah, Inumaki probably got a little bit of a nerf, something. I don't know. Either way, I don't know. Maybe it's a big curse that he got and he's got a buff. This is weird Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. Lose an arm, get stronger. Who knows? Anyway, yeah. So who knows? But from what we've seen from Inumaki and trying to gauge Panda, adding on that third core that we've never seen, yeah, I think I could put Panda over Inumaki. And unfortunately, Kugisaki's kind of at a disadvantage because her, well, building of strength kind of got, cut off there in the Shibuya incident. So yeah, she doesn't really get to keep getting stronger right now. So yeah, I think Panda's got Kugisaki from the Shibuya incident beat. But like I said, that's not entirely fair. So yeah, granted, Yuji, Maki, and Megami are pretty damn strong in the scope of Jujutsu Kaisen, so Panda being below the 3 of them in my book really doesn't put him that low. That still leaves them a lot of room to be really, really strong. And yeah, like I said, I hope we see more from him, and I hope Panda has a decently important role in the Culling games, because like I said, he might or probably is immune to the effects of curse technique removal a lot like Maki. So yeah, hopefully we get to see a lot from both of them. Hopefully Panda exceeds a lot of people's expectations. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.